Today, we're diving into a really powerful AI technique called linguistic compression. It's a super simple method for getting dramatically better, faster, and, cheaper results from the AI tools you're probably using every single day. So, let's get right into it.
Let me start with a question, and it's going to sound a little weird. Are you being too polite to your AI? You know what I mean. Prompts like, "Could you please?" or "Hey, I was wondering if you could." It feels natural, right? We all do it. But it turns out this very normal habit is a huge problem.
Because here's the hard truth. That politeness, all that conversational fluff we use with other people is actively sabotaging your results. It's making your AI's outputs worse, and it is literally costing you time and money every single time you hit that enter key.
To really get why, we need to understand the two hidden taxes you pay for every single inefficient prompt. And this is where the real cost of being nice to a machine becomes crystal clear.
Okay, so these costs break down into two big buckets. First, there's the machine tax. Every extra useless word wastes processing tokens, which means higher bills and slower responses. But then there's the human tax, and this one might be even worse. That's your wasted time, your frustration with bad outputs, and the mental energy you burn trying to reprompt over and over again.
The core of that machine tax is a concept called token bloat. The best way to think about it is this: the AI's short-term memory, its context window, is kind of like the RAM in your computer. All that polite filler, if it's not too much trouble, it's just junk data. It's a memory hog that clogs up the system and pushes out your actual important instructions.
So, how do we fix this? Well, it all starts with a really fundamental mindset shift. We have to stop treating AI like a colleague you're trying to be nice to and start treating it for what it is: an incredibly powerful but very literal-minded machine.
Think about it like getting a taxi. You don't get in and say, "Well, hello, I was hoping you might be in the mood to go downtown today." No way, the meter's running. You give a direct, efficient command. Your AI is that taxi, and every wasted word is costing you.
This is the evolution we all need to make, from being a conversational user to becoming an efficient programmer of language. And remember, this isn't about being rude, it's about being effective.
Okay, so that's the mindset, but what's the practical fix? What do you actually do? Well, it's a simple, repeatable workflow I like to call the 30-second prompt surgery, and you can use it every single time you write a prompt.
It's just 3 steps. It's super simple. First, you isolate the command. Find that core action verb, what you really want the AI to do. Second, you eliminate the filler, and this is where you have to be ruthless. Delete every word that isn't absolutely essential. And finally, you compress what's left into the most direct, information-dense instruction you can. Let's see it in action. Here's a very typical, very polite prompt. We've all written something just like this. It's friendly, it's phrased like a question, but it is just loaded with that token bloat we were talking about.
Now for step 2, elimination. The surgery. We find that core command, which is explain the main differences, and then we just snip. We ruthlessly cut out all that conversational noise around it. All that filler gets deleted because it adds absolutely nothing to the actual instruction. And here is the final result. Compare TCP and UDP. Look at that. It's shorter, sure, but it's also way more direct and powerful. We've even compressed the phrase, explain the main differences, into a single, stronger verb, compare. This isn't just shorter, it's a fundamentally better instruction. And this right here, this leads to the most important payoff. Because this whole technique isn't just about saving a few cents on your bill. In the world of AI, efficiency is quality. See, by removing all that conversational noise, you're left with a pure, powerful signal. The AI doesn't have to try and guess what you mean through all the fluff. The instruction is unambiguous, which makes it far easier for the model to process it correctly and give you exactly what you want on the first try.
So what does all this add up to for you? Well, it means you get higher quality results on the very first try, which cuts down on so much wasted time and frustration. You save actual money on paid plans or API calls. But I think most importantly, you make that crucial shift from being a frustrated user of a confusing tool to becoming a skilled operator who is in complete control.
But, and this is a really important but, there is one crucial warning. This is not about making your prompts as short as humanly possible. There's a limit, and knowing where that limit is, well, that's key. And the golden rule is simple. Clarity is always more important than brevity. The whole goal is to remove unnecessary words, not essential ones. The moment you sacrifice clarity just to make something shorter, you've gone way too far. For example,
The command, describe the mole, is incredibly short, but it's a terrible prompt because it's completely ambiguous. Are we talking about the animal, a spy in a government agency, a skin growth? You've compressed away the essential context, making the command totally useless.
So the big takeaway is this: by being direct, by editing ruthlessly, but by always prioritizing clarity, you stop just talking at your AI and you start programming with it. You're a programmer of language now. The only question left is, what will you command?